A guy named Matt Logelin had just lost a loved one. At the wake, all his friends and relatives gathered to support him. Matt's mother believes he will overcome everything. Anna thinks God has special plans for him, but Matt is sure it's over. He recalls how the day before his wife's delivery, the doctor told them about some complications. But no one suspected how serious the situation would become. The couple was happy, expecting their baby. Matt constantly joked and encouraged his beloved. Liz was immediately hospitalized. Matt was constantly by her side. They video called Liz's mother Marion, who was sorry that she would not be able to attend the birth in person. Matt is confident that he's ready to become a father. But now, with Liz gone, he is completely shattered. Matt cannot fathom how he'll go on with life. His friends Jordan and Oscar are supporting him as best they can. They believe he will cope, but Matt himself doesn't believe it. His hopes for a happy life are shattered. Matt remembers the day of the delivery again. He and his wife confessed their love to each other, eagerly anticipating becoming parents. Finally, their daughter was born. Matt was overjoyed. When he held the daughter in his arms, he could barely hold back his tears. The next morning, Liz's parents arrived from Minnesota to congratulate the couple and see their granddaughter. It seemed that only good things were ahead for all of them. Matt gave his wife a gold pendant, thanking her for their daughter. They named her Maddie. Liz was still in pain. When the nurse and Matt helped her to stand, she suddenly lost consciousness. While the nurse urgently called for resuscitation, Matt panicked, trying to bring his wife back to her senses. The doctors did everything they could, but Liz's condition continued to deteriorate rapidly. Everything happened in a matter of minutes. When the doctor and nurse left the ward, Matt immediately realized that the worst had happened and sobbed. Seeing Liz lifeless in the ward, her mother screamed. This tragedy divided their lives into before and after. No one can believe Liz is gone. Matt would give anything to bring back his beloved even for just one day. Matt remembers taking the daughter into his arms after Liz passed away. Now he is a single father and must take care of Maddie on his own. Many relatives think that Matt is not ready for such responsibility, but he has no choice. Matt regrets that Maddie's only parent wasn't her mom. In his opinion, Liz would have handled it much better. The same opinion is held by his family, but they are hesitant to tell him now. At night, he couldn't sleep because the daughter was crying all the time. His mother and Marion stayed at his house to help. Suddenly the women told Matt that he should return to Minnesota to his family because he wouldn't be able to raise his daughter alone. However, Matt is not willing to move because this city is where his job and friends are. Besides, everything here reminds him of Liz. Matt wants to keep some connection with her. Marion continues to insist on her opinion. It doesn't matter to her where Matt will live, but she intends to take the granddaughter with her. Marion tried hard to persuade Matt, saying that raising a child is hard work. It would be better for Maddie. However, Matt said he would do his best. He doesn't want his daughter to be far away from her father. Mike, Marion's husband, encourages Matt. He knows that Liz loved him very much and was happy with him. Matt also loved Liz more than life. Now he wants to be as good a father to Maddie as Mike is. Howard, Matt's boss, said he could take a vacation anytime he wanted. But Matt asked for permission to work from home because he needs money. Of course, Howard doesn't object. Like many others, he doesn't believe that Matt will cope since men, unlike women, don't have enough patience. At his workplace, Matt saw many flower bouquets. All the colleagues want to support him during this difficult period. Marion and Matt's mother stayed at his house to help him. Matt was not happy to learn that Marion wants to stay for 6 months. Jordan, Matt's friend, sided with him. If Marion doesn't give Matt a chance, she won't be able to see how well he can take care of Maddie on his own. Eventually Marion agreed, but on one condition: if something goes wrong, he must immediately return to Minnesota. Jordan helps his friend in every way he can. Besides buying baby food, Matt had to assemble the crib. It turned out to be much more difficult than he thought. Matt doesn't have enough patience to learn everything in a few days. He realizes that he can't do it without Liz. Anna told her son that from now on, he must live for his daughter, just like any parent. With time, he will get used to the responsibility. Soon Anna and Marion were going to leave. This decision was hard for them. Before leaving, Marion reminded him of their agreement. So Matt stayed with his daughter. He is really glad that his mother-in-law finally left. Jordan and Oscar always help him. However, none of them really knows how to handle kids properly. Alongside raising his daughter, Matt has to work. Passers-by constantly ask about the girl's mother. Matt never tells the truth, making up all sorts of absurd stories. Gradually, Matt gets used to the fact that he has to be both a father and a mother to Maddie. Soon the father and daughter visited Liz's grave. Matt talks to the wife about his daily life with their daughter. He misses his beloved wife very much, but now he has Maddie. He must live on for her. Matt continues to have sleepless nights. Maddie constantly cries. Not knowing what to do, Matt called his mother. Anna advised him to sing a lullaby to the daughter, but it didn't help. The next day, Jordan and Oscar joined him. They sang a lullaby together, but even that didn't calm Maddie down. Matt was completely desperate and the next morning went to a gathering of young mothers. He is on the verge of a nervous breakdown and has no one to talk to about the situation. The mothers gave him different advice on taking care of babies. Surprisingly, it worked. The sound of a vacuum cleaner soothed Maddie. However, Matt still fell asleep at work right during a presentation. At that time, his colleague was babysitting Maddie, but the girl started crying again. This attracted the attention of all employees in the office. The colleagues understand Matt's situation, but Howard realizes that it can't continue like this. That's why he advised him to hire a nanny. Matt followed the advice and hired a nanny named Summer. She seemed strange but kind. The friends took Matt to a bar to relax. However, this idea didn't lead to anything good. Matt was very worried about Maddie, and he wasn't interested in drinking and women. Matt returned to his daughter, deciding to give up the nanny's services. Matt often remembers the day of his and Liz's wedding. Back then, they had no idea that their happiness would be short-lived. When Matt dozed off during the day, the doorbell rang. Marion stood on the doorstep. Matt didn't expect to see her here. He just now remembered that he had to take his daughter to the pediatrician today. The doctor examined Maddie. She was perfectly fine. The doctor also told Matt that his wife would be proud of him because he's a good father. At that moment, Marion couldn't hold back her tears. She realized that Matt was doing a great job raising their daughter. It was decided that Maddie's christening would take place in Minnesota. 3 weeks later, Matt and his daughter boarded a plane. The mother met him at the airport, as well as Liz's parents. The fact that they are all supporting each other helps them cope with their shared grief. When Matt entered Liz's room, he could barely hold back tears. Marion fully shares his feelings. The woman can't accept the loss of her daughter, but she doesn't allow herself to cry for more than an hour a day. It's the only way not to go crazy. Asking Marion to look after Maddie, Matt spent the evening alone in a bar. Later, he visited his mother and told her that he wants to be as good a parent to Maddie as she was. Anna believes in her son. There was a christening, attended by the whole family. Afterward, Matt looked at his and Liz's wedding picture for a long time. Like Marion, he misses her very much. Several years have passed. Maddie has grown up and become quite independent. Matt is trying to braid his daughter's hair, but this task proves to be too difficult for him. Matt took Maddie to school. She shared with her father that she feels uncomfortable wearing a skirt like other girls. In her free time, Maddie plays cards with her dad and his friends. That's why she has a perky character. Once, when Matt brought his daughter to a friend's son's birthday party, a pretty girl approached him. She confessed that it was Oscar and Jordan who insisted on their acquaintance. They chatted nicely. The girl told him that she works as an animator and she doesn't have children. Matt was surprised to learn that the girl's name is Liz. This coincidence evoked mixed feelings in him. Later, Jordan asked him if he had called Liz. However, Matt is still not ready for new relationships. He feels it would be a betrayal to his wife. When a classmate teased Maddie about her boyish pants, Maddie responded quite rudely. Because of this, Matt was called to the school. The principal explained that they have a certain dress code at school, so all girls should wear skirts. Matt regretted sending his daughter to a school where nuns teach, but it was Liz's wish. In the evening, Matt told Maddie that he is going on a date with a girl. Maddie was immediately upset. To cheer his daughter up, Matt showed her the mother's jewelry box and allowed her to choose any piece. Maddie chose the very same pendant. It was Matt's last gift to his beloved wife. Matt and Liz had dinner together, talking about various topics. Liz wonders why such a kind and great guy like Matt is still single. Matt confessed that he still can't let another woman into his life. Now Matt lives for his daughter. He never knew paternal love, as the father left him and his mother a long time ago. That's why Matt doesn't want the daughter to repeat his fate. After walking Liz home, Matt asked for permission to kiss her. Of course, she didn't object. Matt thanked Liz for the wonderful evening. He had forgotten what it was like to feel truly happy. Maddie was unhappy that her father returned late. During that time she was looked after by Rose, Oscar's wife. Maddie is a member of a children's football team, but the father missed her game, sending Oscar and Rose instead. Matt himself spent time with Liz. They were really good together. Maddie tries everything to get her father's attention, but he prefers to see Liz. Matt is increasingly forgetting about his fatherly duties. Once again, preparing for a date with Liz, Matt left his daughter with a friend. Seeing her classmate's loving mother, Maddie feels sad. She has never had and never will have such a mother. Meanwhile, Matt told Liz that the daughter will always be his priority. Liz said she understands. That's what she likes about Matt. Soon he took his daughter to an amusement park. They had a great time. Now Matt faces the most challenging task. He wants to introduce his daughter to Liz, hoping they will become friends. Maddie doesn't want to meet Liz, but her father insisted. Maddie didn't hide her negative mood, but Liz made a lot of jokes and quickly found common ground with the boyfriend's daughter. They spent the whole day together, then went home and drew on the walls. Before bedtime, Liz went to Maddie's room to wish her goodnight. After that, Matt thanked his beloved for her patience. It meant a lot to him. In the morning, after dropping off his daughter at school, Matt rushed to Liz's house. After a conversation with the school principal, Maddie had to change her pants to a skirt. However, the classmates teased her even more. During the conflict, Maddie fell and got bruised. Matt didn't hear the phone ring, so the class teacher took Maddie to the hospital. After a while, noticing 19 missed calls, Matt hurried there. He feels guilty for not paying enough attention to his daughter lately. Learning about what happened, Liz came to Matt and asked if he was okay. Of course, Matt was not okay. He doesn't want to lose his daughter too, so he intends to break up with Liz. She left feeling upset. Maddie was upset too because she lost her mom's pendant. Matt promised he would find it. Howard instructed Matt to go on a business trip to Croatia for a month. It's his chance, as the company will cover college tuition and other expenses. Matt decided to leave his daughter with Mike and Marion. Maddie is still upset that her dad broke up with Liz. She just wants the father to be happy, and she really likes Liz. Matt stood by his opinion, believing he would never meet a woman as wonderful as his wife. Marion is very happy that the granddaughter will stay with them. Maddie asked what her mother was like. Marion said she was the kindest and smartest. When Marion offered to take Maddie to her mother's favorite places, the girl gladly agreed. Matt was surprised to see that Marion had set up Liz's room specifically for Maddie. Marion in turn said that he should handle his fatherly duties better. Hearing this, Matt was outraged and decided to take Liz to his mother. Maddie, who wants to stay, told the father that he never listens to her. She feels bad in that school and city, but the father always acts in a way that is convenient for him. Matt contemplated this conversation many times. After leaving the daughter with Marion and Mike, he went to his mother for advice. Matt wants to do what's best, but it turns out the opposite. Soon they had a party to celebrate Maddie's birthday. The whole family was there. Matt agrees to leave his daughter with Marion and Mike, realizing that it will be better for her. It's a very tough decision for Matt, but he wants to do the right thing. He knows she will be much happier here. The next morning, Matt said goodbye to his daughter. He promised to return after a month when his business trip is over. On the way to the airport, Matt cried. He was unaccustomed to returning to an empty apartment. His life has no meaning without Maddie. Suddenly there was a knock on the door. It was Jordan, who came to support his friend. Jordan believes that Matt is a great father. No one believed he could handle it, but despite everything Matt went through it. However, Matt doesn't consider himself a good parent because Maddie is better off with Marion. After a while, Howard announced his promotion. Matt didn't expect the boss to recommend him for the position. Matt was very grateful for everything. Howard in turn said he was proud of him. In a way, Howard replaced Matt's father. Jordan and Oscar miss Maddie a lot, just like Matt. In the evenings, he looks at their pictures together, not knowing that his daughter does the same. Matt began to suffer from insomnia. Life lost all meaning. Once while cleaning Maddie's room, Matt found the pendant. Oscar, who knows Croatian, went on the business trip with Matt. Seeing a woman with a child at the airport, Matt recalls walking with his daughter. He also remembers her first steps. Jordan was there at that moment, and even he teared up. When Maddie first went to kindergarten, Matt didn't want to let her go. Now he realized that nothing is more important to him than his daughter. That's why Matt asked Oscar to go on the business trip as the boss, while he himself returned to Minnesota. Marion didn't expect to see him at the doorstep. Maddie was very happy that her father returned. Matt handed the daughter her pendant. Later, Matt sincerely thanked Marion for her understanding and care. Both she and Matt still haven't fully accepted that Liz is gone. But for Maddie's sake, they will move on and enjoy every day. After saying goodbye to Marion and Mike, Matt and Maddie returned home. These few days of separation made them realize they cannot live without each other. One day Matt met Liz with a bouquet of flowers. Maddie was with her father because she misses Liz a lot too. Matt apologized to his beloved. They understand that many difficulties lie ahead, but together they will overcome everything and become a real family.